Hey, all. So here's the latest on the F-18 refurb project. Today's hobbies F-18C Legacy Hornet. I just posted two videos that were actually recorded toward the end of last year. Actually, toward the end of summer last year. So it's been a minute since I put anything on the channel related to build videos. So I wanted to, let you know that at least we're working on a project here. Now, this, as I said in the previous video, the first video on this project, this rebuild project, this airplane was built prior to the channel. It's a Today's Hobbies branded kit. It's now defunct. You can still find the kits. Collectors have them. So every once in a while you'll see one go through an estate sale or end up on one of the old model kits websites, and you can still pick them up reasonably priced. And I explain all that in that first video. So anyway, here's the project the way it sits now. I've made a few determinations since I did that video on how I'm going to finish the plane. So I'm going to keep it in this haze blue color. I'm going to try and avoid painting out these decals. I'm just going to essentially refurbish it. We're going to add a few of the details that were missing from the beginning. So there'll be a centerline fuel tank added. I've already got the pylon in there. And then the Legacy Hornet had 4 hard points. The new Hornets have 6. They have 3 under each wing. So these will be the hard points. And I'm not sure I'm going to keep them in this. I bought a intermediate blue thinking that here's what I thought I had used. But now as I'm thinking about it, I think it was more of a haze gray or haze color. So I'm going to have to, I was ordering this online. I think I'll have to go to the local hobby shop and take a piece of the airplane that's in the old color. I guess these gear doors are fairly close. Maybe this one's closer. So I'll just take this with me and see if I can't match a can top. Get closer to the right color. If I can, I'll paint these over in that correct haze color. If not, I'll just leave them as they are. The airplane did not, I didn't finish this plane with a legitimate paint scheme. It's all kind of made up. I used this color because I had it in inventory and I didn't have enough money to start buying a bunch of paint. So I just used what I had. The decals were from a 132 scale kit, which is close, but not quite a cigar, but good enough. Close enough, good enough. So I'm going to try and just keep the overall color the way it was. I'm fabricating replacement gear doors for the ones that are missing out of cardstock. They need to be painted. That's obviously not painted yet. So I've got 2 more doors to make on top of these 2. Total of 4 need to be refabricated. And then the external fuel tanks for the 2 inner wing pylons. So these would go on the inner pylon. Again, they'll be painted up. The outer pylon, I haven't quite decided yet whether I'm going to use something to make configure the airplane for cap as an air superiority deal. So the cap planes around the carrier group typically have air superiority armaments, or at least half of them would have air superiority. They'd have air-to-air missiles on them. Sometimes if there's a threat, they'll launch cap with anti-shipping munitions just in case. They have to, do something like that. But for the most part, they're air-to-air equipped. So I'm thinking a couple of sidewinders or sparrows on each of the outer pylons, and then the external fuel that the bug needed on the internal inner pylons, along with the centerline tank here. So we've got some fuel. What I'm saying is we've got some pylons and fuel tanks to add. Whether they'll be, how they'll be painted as yet, I'm not certain. So these are the wingtip mounted missiles. So these will be out here on these pylons. I just have to finish sealing and painting these. So these are mounted out here on the wingtip like so, and the missiles are then attached to these rails here, something like that. So I'll just be refurbishing and painting, repainting the missiles, refurbishing and painting the rails, wingtip rails, and so on. So you can see pretty much where I'm at. Once this is done, I'll take it back over to the kids' house and hang it in the boys' room. They've been asking me about it. It's been a while, as I said. I think I started just refurbing this thing, like I think late last September. And real world stuff has kind of interrupted my hobby, my channel stuff. I put a few air show videos, or not air show, flight sim videos on the channel because they're quick and easy, and you know I actually need some of that as downtime from some of the other concerns. Flight sim time, you know, is still kind of a relaxer for me. So those I can get to, and I can get in and out. They're 20 minutes long or whatever. Maybe I'm in here for half an hour, you know, doing those. Whereas sitting back here for a few hours at a time, it's just not something I have time to do. At least haven't for the last 6 months. Things are changing though. We're starting to get settled back in. So I still have the P-26. That'll be, you know, the next project once this is off the board here. I'll get back onto that deal. I wanted to show you again. The engine for that is a vacuform 2-part motor, which has got fairly good detail for a vacuform kit engine. So I'm looking forward to fabricating that and seeing how that's going to look on there. I've got a ton of strip stock cut now, so I can begin or return and resume laying those on around the forward half of the fuselage, and then we'll get to standard infilling on the back end. So I know what the process is on that. I just have to return, you know, get my time back, claiming my time back. Anyway, so I have to do that, and then we can get rolling again on the P-26, which I'm still looking forward to. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but that airplane, that kit, that's Sterling kit, has been a white whale. I've been searching for that for a long time. Sterling is another defunct kit manufacturer from the 80s and prior. I think they folded in the late 80s, maybe they made it into the early 90s. I don't know, but that's a hard kit to find. I finally found a pristine, unopened one. It was still sealed. It was still cellophane wrapped. Amazing. So I'm happy to eventually get back onto that one and get that done. That'll clear the board once that's done, hopefully sometime mid-year, for the Corsair project, the Gillo Corsair. I want to get that done for the 100th anniversary of Gillo being in business. Gillo's been in business, you know, I guess they would have started in 1926, and here we are, 2026. It's 100 years. So I wanted to, as part of my homage to Gillo Company, is to get that Corsair done this year. So hopefully I can fit all this in. I don't know. It depends on the world, you know. It depends on real world situations and how they pertain to me or whatever. So this is where we're at. I'm updating everyone on the channel, updating you on the progress on the F-18 Legacy Hornet, and updating everyone on what the projection is for the rest of this year with regard to the channel and the content and the 2 other projects beyond this one, the P-26 beyond this, and then the Corsair F4U4 Corsair, which I'm waffling between a World War II late war 1944 and a Korean War model version. As far as how we will do the squadron decals on it, I'm not sure. So still thinking it out, still working it out. Anyway, thanks for viewing the channel. Thanks for being patient. I'm sorry it's been such a long time since I've done a kit project. I know that's the thrust of our channel, and kind of got away from me there for a minute. So I hope everybody will continue to check in now and then, and there should be more content coming over the coming months. And again, thanks everyone. Happy New Year. It's belated. I know we're February already. I hope everybody's off to a good start, and that things will improve for all of us going forward. All right, thanks. Have a great day. Appreciate you all.